Hey, I haven't
Hi.
seen you in so long.
Yeah, it's been a while. How are you? How are things going in the shop and stuff?
Good. Um, well, the business not so much, but it's doing well enough.
Yeah, that's good. How are things going with Dale?
Nothing different, nothing special. Still, um, still us.
So I'm guessing there's no ring in the picture yet, huh?
I don't think that's something we should be worrying about at the moment, though.
Oh, we could do with some good news though. Good
True.
party, get together.
Yeah, party. Um, Speaking of good news, is anything good happening your end? How's uni?
Uni's fine. Classes all online. Um, I don't know if I told you. Becca's moved back home.
Oh,
So
okay.
living alone now, which is great. It's very much work, maybe eat and then repeat. But yeah, plugging along is
Yeah.
making. Yeah. I kind of with that. I've been meaning to run an idea past you.
Yeah.
Um,
Is everything okay? Like, you said you were living alone. Is it? Do you need money or something?
oh, don't
Because I'm
take
sure
anything
me and
personally.
Dale could save something for you.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys keep that. Put it back into your business. I know that's your dream. But I I've been thinking about moving back home. Um,
Home?
yeah, so because there's nothing on the campus here at all. Like, I just stay in my room all day, and because my classes are online, I can log on just as easily here as I can back home, and I'd get to see all my friends again. I get to see like meet up with people. I'd be able to see mum and dad and Dale and you, and it'd be so much better. And like I can just be out there again and enjoy my life rather than
And
being stuck in a
and
room.
what about work? What are you gonna do about your work?
I work at a cash register in Lidl. They're not going to miss me. I'm not some essential member of the team. And either way, I can just get a job when I move back home. I can find a shop to work in. You know how the high street is. They're always looking for new people. So I can just work there, and if I need to pay rent or whatever, then I can do that, and I can like just meet up with people, and it'd be so much better, right?
And how will you be getting here?
Well, I can get the train. There's Snow Hill Station's just around the corner from my campus, and I'd only have like 2 suitcases of stuff anyway, because I've only got like a few clothes and then like a few bits of kitchenware. I left most of it at home, so I can just go get the train to the next town over. Then I can get the bus and get it back to home and like unpack all my stuff, and it would just be so much better.
Wow, it's like you've been planning this.
I have been. I told you I'm thinking of moving back home. Did you think I was joking?
Well, yeah. You're not serious, are you?
Yes, I am serious. I want to move back home. Why would you think I joke about that?
And where would you be staying?
I'd be staying with mum and dad. I can pay them rent if they want me to. Like, as I said, I can get a job and just like it'd be just like here, but
You would be
better.
staying with mum and dad.
Yes, they've got spare rooms.
You're seriously, you're not joking.
No, I'm not.
What in your right mind? You seriously think that you would stay with our parents? They are in danger, and you want to put them in danger. I can visit them because I live near, but when I drop off their groceries, I stand well away from them. I see them through a window, and even then, I feel like maybe there's something that could happen, something that could go wrong. You say you want to live with them?
Well, look, I haven't seen anyone in like 2, 3 months? There's no way that I've got it.
You literally said you were going to take a train. That's a crowded area. And jobs? You seriously think you could just go down the street and get a job? Even like do you think that shops will be hiring people right now? And even if you did get a job, you would be going to that shop and coming back to mum and dad. It's not safe, Tabby. Think.
I am thinking, but you have no idea what it's like out here. I can't do it anymore. I am so alone. It is a city full of strangers. Like, I can't do it.
Everyone's in the same situation. We all have to deal with it. It's life now.
You are such a hypocrite. You say everyone's in the same situation. It's life now. Just deal with it. But you're not in that situation, are you? You have no idea what it's like because you live with Dale. You see mum and dad. You see the people at your shop. You have that human interaction rather than just checking someone's groceries. I can't believe that you're trying to shut me down on this.
But do you know why I live with Dale and why I can see mum and dad? It's because I chose to live there. I chose to live with Dale. You chose to go to the city. You chose to go to university out there. You chose to stay when you had the chance to come back. That's not my fault. Every decision you made, me and mum and dad have backed you up every single time because we knew that what you wanted was right for you because you know yourself more than anyone. But this decision, this isn't right. Tabby, come on, think about others. You need to keep others safe as well as yourself.
I can't do it. She left me, you know. I stayed. I chose to stay because I thought that she'd be a friend and stay with me. But she didn't. She just ditched at the first opportunity she had and left me all on my own to deal with it.
Well, that's the point, Tabby. You have to deal with it. You made this decision, not me. Don't put the blame on me for something you decided. I can't do anything about it. Mum and Dad can't do anything about it. All we can do is follow the rules. So grow up.
Hi, thanks for coming to this Zoom meeting for feedback on the Green Knight. I'm really glad to have you. Sir, excuse me. Sir? Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get my email?
Yes, I did. I was very shocked when I received it. We've never had such a negative review before.
Well, you should better get used to it. Anyway, I thought it was diabolical, the place.
Diabolical implying malicious intent.
As for the food, well, I haven't looked at the word in the dictionary for a very long time, but I'm sure the word is useful. Anyway,
You mean evil being done to you?
I was saying, if you stop interrupting, I thought, well, I ordered a hazelnut and chocolate slice, very nice, but it was on a hot plate, so the icing melted. And as for the sandwich that I ordered, a chicken and bacon with my friend, she's a journalist, I don't know if you know her, but yes, it was late, the bread was mouldy, and I hardly doubt you make the bread yourself. But anything else you have to say for yourself?
Yes. But when it comes to the hot plate, I'm assuming that you'd prefer a clean plate to a dirty plate or no plate at all. We are severely understaffed, so we don't really have enough people to make sure that your dishes are cold.
Right. Anyway, as for the building and atmosphere, I think you should actually refurbish the whole thing. Apart from the front door, leave that. Fabulous design. But I think you should refurbish it. I'm asked for I know it's called the Green Knight, awful name, but I think you should. Is the green moors and the plants really necessary inside? Knock it all down, as I said. And then you should be good to go in my expectations. Just keep the front door.
Wait, I don't understand. You don't like the front door because it's the way out. You like it. You like the way it looks.
Yes. Is there a problem?
No.
Why
no,
would you only
there's
like
no
the
problem.
front? Why would you like the front door though? Considering it matches with everything else in the shop.
Because I thought it was a good design. Because the one at other cafes that I've been to, it's grey and dull and boring. And this one just really caught my eye. And that's what made me to go in, actually.
But you said the Green Knight. The name was an awful name, and that's even bigger than the door. Above the door, on a huge signpost saying, "The Green Knight," advertising clearly the shop.
Yes, I know.
So the amazingness of the door overpowered all the bad thoughts that you had about the cafe before you went in.
Yes, it did, actually. Is there any other accusations you want to tell me?
No, I'm just thinking maybe there's a bit of cognitive dissonance in there. Maybe.
Maybe you should go out. I sure you have lots of lovely things to say about the cafe.
I would love to.
Yes, that's definitely fun.
So I went to the Green Knight because I saw the advertisements outside. I saw the lovely rustic design, and I thought, well, I should go in to give it a shot. And I'm happy to remark that I thought the decor was amazing. It matched everything else. It blended well. I thought the dark green paint was broken up nicely by the wall art, and I'm happy to say that the baked goods I bought there were nice as well. I did think the coffee though wasn't quite up to par. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Well, thank you for all of that very good feedback. I'm glad that you like our decor. As to the coffee, we are in the middle of trying to make our own brand, so there is a lot of trial and error there. So that feedback is very good. Are there any other complaints? Though I'm a little bit scared to ask.
No, just make sure you refurbish the whole building. You know what? You should join my life club on a Friday, Saturday evening. Be great for you. Those people your age. I suggest that. And apart from that, that's it for me.
Well, I mean, I definitely think I'd have time to join a life club, being that I'm trying to run a cafe that somebody is kind of, trying to run down. So if you run that life class with the same amount of positivity that you give reviews, I think that might be a little bit of a problem.
Well, the offer's there and it would be useful. Anyway, that's it from me. As you arranged this meeting on a very important day of mine, you two can just sit there and talk about how lovely the Green Knight is. And I'll be off. Have a nice day.
He's gone. And what a character.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, there I am. Whoa!
Hello, Jane.
You are Leo, like Lionel, right? You.
Wow, it has been a long time. You probably haven't recognised me. Still
Yeah.
recognise you though.
Didn't recognise you at all.
So, how's things?
Things, yeah. Yeah, they're fine. How are you?
Yeah, I guess all right. Anna, she's in year 9 now.
Wow. Remember when she was 5?
Odd. Yeah.
So how's Sheila?
Good. Well, if I'm completely honest, we're not doing so good.
Right.
Divorce.
So you're together though, right?
Divorce.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Well, she said I couldn't read. I didn't. Well, she said I wasn't looking after her.
I'm so sorry. Well, someone told me that you had another child.
That's true. He's Fred.
Fred? As
Yeah.
in Dad
Yeah.
Fred. My dad Fred. Your dad Fred.
It was traumatic when I saw it, but I wanted to remember him.
Well, it's one way.
Yeah.
So you live with your kids, right?
Not anymore, since I don't live in Birmingham anymore. Got a house share.
Where?
Sheffield. In Sheffield.
So
And I also work there in hospital. Porter, still same job.
how do the kids get there every weekend to see you?
Well, it's up to the mother. Up to Sheila. Whatever she wants to do. But the court said I'm not legally allowed to see them without consent. I'm not obliged. I'm not obliged to see the kids. I've lost custody.
So you obviously can't afford a house then. Where's all your money going? So where's all your money going then?
Well, most of it's going towards the care home fees, which will last for the next 3 months for my mum. And I don't get a lot of money left myself.
So sorry. Well, when do you think you'll see your mum again?
Well, every day is a good day for her. I don't know. She might even die before I see her.
Don't say.
She got dementia.
Dementia? I'm sorry, that's a terrible illness.
Yeah.
So where are you going to live? You're just going to live in a house share forever?
Wow. Now listen, I know it's been 9 years since we've even been able to see each other and everything. And I'm sorry for that. So I want to make up for lost time. And it's fine if you say no. I mean, would you like it if I moved in with you? Is that okay?
Would I like it? I don't even think a man would like it if they haven't seen you in 9 years. So this is what this was about, right? Wanting to get back in contact with you. That message, that random message that you randomly sent me. Missed you, want to get back in contact. That was just
I'm not so good at communicating.
That was all just a lie then. You're just using me to live in my house.
No, not at all.
House, by the way. I live in a 2-bedroom flat with 2 cats and a dog. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, I do actually have a daughter. She's 6 years old. Her name's Sadie, but not like you can't even ask. After 9 years, not even trying to contact me. And also, by the way, we can't even afford to feed ourselves. My husband's working 3 jobs. I have a job myself, I'm a civil servant. But guess what? No one treats me correctly because I'm this young new girl who worked so hard to be where I am. I'm not even allowed to go into the office. I'm still doing everything on Zoom. I can't even take care of my baby at home, even though I'm at home with her. I still have to be on Zoom, getting orders from all these men who think that they're entitled to tell me whatever they want. And I can't even take care of her. I won't be able to take care of you, a 40-year-old man. We live in a 2-bedroom flat, 2 bedrooms. You hear that? My daughter has a box room. It shouldn't even be called 2 bedrooms. So what, you're going to share a room with a 6-month-old? You can't even take care of yourself. Even your wife said it. You can't take care of 2 kids. How are you going to take care of someone that you don't even know? Fight for your kids. Don't try and live with me. I'm independent now. We're trying to move out. I don't need a burden, a 40-year-old burden. You're using me. Why are you using me?
I'm not using you. I was trying to help.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have contacted me.
No, I shouldn't have.
Hmm.
I was trying to help, but you know. Sorry.
Long time no see.
Well, I mean, you never call me. How come you never call me?
Because I'm busy at hospital at work.
Oh, yeah, you're a nurse still, right? Yeah. How's that going?
I mean, it's been a bit difficult with COVID, you know. Not exactly easy.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, Grandad's party. What are we thinking?
Okay, so what I was thinking is that we can make sure that everybody on the call has like the same background so that it all matches up. So then when Grandad joins, it will like feel like we're all together because you can see it all. So that way, also everybody who lives where they can't get to us, you know, they'll be able to join the call. So
Okay. Not completely dismissing that idea, but how about we have a garden party? It's what Grandad would want.
in person,
Yeah.
that is not safe. No. No.
Well, I'm sorry, but if it's not in person in a garden party, how are we going to have the lobster?
Is the lobster really your priority right now?
No, of course not. My priority is, making sure that Grandad gets the best because it's his 80th birthday. He doesn't have many of these moments left. And I think, it would be really great if we were all there for him,
Exactly, it's his 80th birthday, so if we do this, there won't be any moments left because he'll be dead.
Well, sorry that I'm the only one who cares about, being a good family member.
You care about being a good family member. Don't believe that for 1 minute.
Sorry?
I don't believe that for a minute.
You don't believe that for a minute.
No.
And why don't you believe that? Since, I'm the one that actually cares about giving Grandad what he wants.
Because I know for a fact that you don't care about whether he's safe, whether he, like, everybody else is safe, because no one's going to be going other than you and Grandad.
Well, sorry that I care about him, okay? Look, when was the last time you visited him, if you care so much?
Before COVID.
Well, COVID. See, I visited last week. Yeah, I gave him and Grandma a lovely hug. We talked about how
You gave him a
the whole
hug?
COVID thing's not real, and he would like a garden party. Yes, how he would like a garden party. So I think it would only be,
it doesn't
right.
it doesn't take much
Go
to
on.
persuade him. It doesn't take much to
What's
persuade
that
him of
supposed to
anything.
mean?
Well, we know what his opinions are like.
Okay, yes. Has some questionable opinions on. It's not important. What's important is that we're there for him as a family.
Yeah, but they won't be there because it'll only be you who turns up.
Well, sorry that only I care, okay? Surely there are plenty of other people in the family who actually care about what Grandad wants. Sorry you don't.
You're pathetic.
Thank you.
No problem.
You're just gonna be calling names now? Is that what you're gonna
Well,
do?
considering that, but all you do is walk around with your little camera talking to your little viewers which you just spill facts to, whilst there are people in the world who actually are trying to make a difference.
Sorry that I've actually found a platform of people that want to listen to me.
I'm sorry, but I actually care about the world.
Ridiculous, but you don't care about what your own Grandad wants, do you? Would it make you happy if for decorations in the garden we hung up a bunch of little face masks around the floor? Would that is that good?
Laughable.
So I'm assuming I'm getting no help from you in the garden party.
No way.
Will you at least
No.
come? That's what I thought. Well, good to me you don't actually care about what Grandad wants. Bye.
Look forward to seeing him in hospital.
Hello, I am Moira Smith and I'm reporting for XYZ News. I'm here with Jay and he's here to talk about protesting against the coronavirus and the things that we are doing right now with the government. So, what exactly is your point? Like, why are you here, really?
Well, I've just seen a lot of like negative coverage and stuff in the media and stuff, but I just wanted to come and show that like that's not all of the people who are protesting. Like, I think we've got a reasonable kind of, reason to be protesting. So yeah.
Okay, so are you getting the vaccine?
I haven't been offered it yet, but yeah, I will get the vaccine.
So maybe. Considering you're doing all these protests, do you believe in the coronavirus? Do you believe the science?
Yeah, I believe in the coronavirus. I know there are some crazy people, but really the majority of us aren't like, don't believe it's like 5G or whatever. It's like, I mean.
5G. Okay. How do you think the government have handled this? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree?
I think that the lockdowns and stuff have been too strict and really they haven't worked, because I mean, if you look at Sweden, they didn't even lock down and they're doing much better than us. But we're both in, an economic sense and in terms of the virus. So I think like we should have done a bit more like them. But also like for example, the second lockdown in October, it didn't do anything really to slow it down. So I feel like it's been a lot of restrictions for not much gain really.
Okay. How do you organize these things? How do you get information for them? How does it all happen?
They're usually organized on like social media, like Instagram and Facebook sometimes, yeah. So
info from Instagram.
No, I do read the
newspaper. So do you believe in masks? Do you think we should wear them? Do you wear a mask?
Yeah, well, I feel like they're kind of, they don't do very much, right? If it's not a medical mask, then it's not really stopping the particles from getting through. So I don't see the point in wearing them if they're not medical grade.
Masks. Okay. That's all I've got to ask. Do you have anything more to say?
No, not really. I just, wanted to present a sort of different side of, I guess, of the protesters and stuff.
Well, it's been very interesting finding out your different opinion and what you think about these things. So far, I've got down that you find all your information from social media, specifically Instagram and Facebook. A lot of it, you don't trust the masks, you don't trust the government, you're very obsessed with Sweden. What else? Oh, you are not getting the vaccine, you don't believe in it, you don't believe it will do anything.
I would be getting
right.
the vaccine.
Okay, bye.
Hello, Julian. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm okay.
That's good. Yeah. So you've just asked to talk about the last year, so I'll just ask you, how was the year this year?
Well, before the past year, I was in France, doing my year abroad, but it was cut short, obviously, by the pandemic, so I had to come back. Now living with my dad, and I am a volunteer helper in the local hospital with all the doctors and nurses.
Pretty good. So I assume the plan is to go back to the French degree. I mean, how are you finding the French degree?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the French degree. I think it's interesting. I really enjoyed this time that I was in France, and yeah, no, I had a great times. But my parents, they're not that fond of the idea of me doing a French degree, and they really weren't happy that whilst I'm not doing a French degree, I don't have a job yet. I was trying to get, by helping the NHS, I thought that would maybe make them happy, but clearly not.
I mean, I think something you have to remember is jobs aren't everything.
Yeah, well, they are everything to my parents, especially my dad. He's just always talking about it. He doesn't really care.
I mean, try and talk to your parents about it. See it from your perspective,
No, but haven't I made it clear? My parents don't care. They're constantly talking, right? You need a job, you need a job. They don't care how I feel, what I want to do. They don't, my opinions just don't matter to them. They just want to make sure that I have a stable income, that I'm giving the family money, and that I'm doing my bit to help. But I'm trying. I was trying to do it with helping the NHS. I thought I was being good for the community, but they don't care about that.
I mean, I get that. Parents are difficult. They are. You could always talk to your friends. They're people that are certainly going to help.
Well, yeah, no, I don't really speak to any friends anymore. I only really had 2 friends, that I'd lived with whilst I was at uni.
Yeah.
I really liked them, but I don't think that they liked me. I tried to, reach out to them and speak to them, but they didn't reply ever.
And hopefully, that's the result of this year. And next year will be different and better. But not everyone who has a job is necessarily doing well.
Yeah, well, at least they have a job. At least they're, providing for the family. At least you're stable. Whereas I'm not doing that at all.
But certainly in my job, you feel like you're failing people, because for the past 2 years, I've literally given people grades. I've literally decided their entire life, and to some extent, I was doing that before, because I chose what groups and what lessons you got taught, and there are other ex-students of mine who've got in contact, and they're not doing great, and I feel responsible, Julian. I do.
I wouldn't say you're failing people. As far as I can remember, you were probably my best teacher at school. I know I wasn't great, but I appreciated how you were, and you helped me. So I don't think you failed anyone, really.
You've got the pep talk down, certainly. And if you really want a job, Julian, you can have mine.
I'd happily take it any day of the week.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, it's been really nice. I think there's lots of stuff to do, but if you want to have a chat again, you absolutely can. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I need to go now, so.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, grandchildren. Hello. We have to sort this quiz out. People. Stephen, George.
No, Mommy, I'm Alfred.
Hello, Stephen. How are you?
Joe.
Right. Oh, sorry. Yes, I get confused. Old age, you see. Right. Do you have any ideas at all?
I left one over here and I got to a box petition, otherwise I'll get into trouble. 1 second.
Right. Okay. Right. Do you have any ideas, Tim?
Yeah, my name's Tim. Yeah, we could do football. Yeah, everyone likes football.
1960s politics. What a wonderful idea. World War II trivia. Spot the aircraft.
Yeah, idea, Grandad.
Right. We better not go on without him. So, choose video filter. I wonder what that means. Ah, faces.
No,
Oh my
Grandad,
goodness.
they're not faces. You've gone to.
Ah,
the
what's happening here?
No,
How do I get off this? Please, somebody tell me.
You go to the X in the corner.
How am I lying? Why am I lying? Please help me.
Clicking random video filters. Click the X in the corner, Grandad. No.
What? Sorry, speak up, boy.
Grandad,
I'm on
no,
the television.
Not on the television, Grandad. No, you're not on the television. What? No.
Sorry. Dear God. Honestly, I think this Zoom thing would be able to use, right?
Grandad, you've muted yourself. I can't hear you. Grandad, go click the mute icon.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Once. Click it once. No, Grandad, click it once. Yeah.
Oh.
No, click it. Oh, there you go, Grandad.
Sorry about that. Now, gardening. What a wonderful idea.
Oh, Mum, that tissue is far too heavy. I need to go help. Be right back.
Back.
Hello, Steve, Joe.
Joe. Put it right there.
You know what? Speaking of that, you know what it says right here? Wilfred Johnson, MBE. Should I tell you how I got that story? Should I tell you how I got that story? I was walking to the palace. All the people there waiting around. And then I went to the palace. What happened? Prince Charles instead of the Queen. I was in the armed forces, you know. I was in the armed forces. I deserve better. Dear me. Right. Leave meeting.
Oh, that will help you with the controls. You see, leave is like a new slang now.
Right. Okay. I'll try.
Just press it twice.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
God.
Oh, we don't have to do any more of those. Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't stand listening to like guys. Now we can finally do it. Okay. What categories?
Maybe football, like you said earlier.
Oh, yes, football.
Yeah.
Things that Grandad hates. Oh, yes, that.
Oh, family insult.
Family. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got one. Oh,
what?
Oh, it just slipped my mind. Oh,
Oh, what? I think I know. Wasn't it the amount of Union Jacks Grandad has?
Life of Prince Charles. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so PC Miller, it's lovely to have you here. Today I just have a few questions for the viewers on COVID laws and how that relates to your job. Now, obviously with COVID-19, there are a lot of new laws that have come into play. How does it make you feel when you're enforcing these new rules?
Well, at first, it felt like common sense. Of course, you're going to want to keep your friends and family safe. As time has gone on, obviously, there's going to be a lot of frustration. And it's never a nice feeling to be screamed at and spat at by people who just want to celebrate their family's birthday.
So what you're saying is that people should be allowed to gather for birthdays and family events?
Well, no. The rules are there for a reason. It's just unfortunate that the world is in a position where we all have to miss out on sharing these special occasions with those outside of our household.
And spitting, shouting, do you regularly face that kind of harassment?
Yes, all the time. What I say is if you were to rob a bank and expect the police not to show up, you would be laughed at. if you break the law, it's our job to reprimand that, and a lot of people have been acting like they are above the COVID restrictions, which of course none of us are. So,
are there any of these rules that you don't agree with?
I wouldn't say not agree with. I think that some of the lockdown restrictions may have been a bit slow coming into action, and the loosening of some of them has also been a bit hasty. But it's all about keeping yourself and your loved ones safe.
What about your loved ones? How has COVID affected your home life?
Well, as a single working mother, I have had to send my child into school, which honestly has been one of the hardest parts of lockdown for me. I would feel a lot safer and happier if I could help my son with his schoolwork from the safety of our home, or have an extra pair of hands around the house, but what can you do?
What can you do? And now, PC Miller, the world was so shaken to hear of the loss of your partner 2 years ago, but there have been vigils and tributes coming from all across the globe. How has this made you feel?
It's difficult. It's really difficult. I am so proud and so thankful that Charlie's being honoured like this. But grief is a very personal thing that I would rather not have to share with the world. So.
Of course. Well, it has been lovely having you in the studio today. Thank you for coming and being so candid.
Hello, you must be Kevin, right? My manager set up a meeting between us.
Anna, right?
Yeah, I'm Anna. Yeah.
Brilliant. So I heard you went to Dubai recently. Right?
I did. Yes. Yeah. I got invited out there to work with a makeup company, and it was really good. It was a really good experience. Yeah.
Okay. That's brilliant. So how did your sort of audience respond to it?
Oh, well, a lot of people were really supportive. A lot of people knew that it was a really great opportunity. They enjoyed the content I put out while I was out there. But then a lot of people were mad about it. You know, traveling abroad during COVID was very inconsiderate. And I mean, they were mad, and rightfully so, to be fair.
So would you say your audience, like as a whole, is sort of open to ideas and things like that?
I would say my audience is, yeah. I like to promote new businesses, and I'm constantly putting out new content, new videos, and they're always very welcoming of it. I mean, they're a very lovely community, to be fair.
Well, that's brilliant actually, because I was sort of hoping you could promote something for me to your audience.
Okay.
We can discuss figures later if you're
Okay.
interested. But I'll actually email you a link to sort of details page now. It's sort of about the dangers of vaccines and how they can be harmful.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my mum recently got the vaccine, and I know that she had some health side effects after it. So I think actually telling people about that might be like really educational. So that might be good, to be fair.
Well, that's really great that you're interested. I'm very glad about
Through
that.
your email. So you've said here that the vaccine is evil.
Yep.
Okay. And that that Bill Gates is microchipping people to track them.
Yep.
What do you believe that?
Yep.
And so that's what you want me to promote.
Yep.
Okay, when I was first enthusiastic and engaged with your pitch, I was more thinking along the lines of health side effects, not necessarily political, if I'm being honest.
I mean, of course, the political side is important. There's tracking us with the microchips in it. But the health site is really important. And if you scroll further down, there's sort of resources on the studies that have linked vaccines to autism and such. So I do think that's a very important part of this information I want you to put up.
Okay. All right. So say I was to promote this. Say I was to post your blog, post your theories, your information. Would I be allowed to post the positives of the vaccine as well? Because I don't want to deter people from getting it, because I think it's quite good. I mean, it's going to help people with COVID, you know?
Well, I will admit that there can be positives to some vaccines when they're to do with a real disease. But I personally feel that the negatives
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you there. A real disease.
Yeah.
I mean, COVID is real. Like, we're living in it.
No, it's not. I mean, it's clearly just a whole sort of ploy made by the government to control
Wait,
us.
sorry to interrupt. I think my doorbell just rang. I think
I
I'm
didn't
just
hear
gonna
it. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered. I've got a memory like a
can be
goldfish.
positives too.
Sorry, I just remembered I've left my dinner in the oven and it's gonna burn.
It'll just be a minute. I'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, personally, I think the negatives do.
Is that sorry? Is that my phone ringing? I think I've got to go answer my phone. I'm sorry.
You can call them back. You can call them back. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, carry on.
So, there are positives. But I personally feel that sort of, negative impacts, sort of the control through them, the negative health impacts sort of outweigh the positives that the vaccinations can have in general. I mean, don't you agree with that, surely? Hello? Rude.